I am Dr. R. Muthukumaraswamy, Professor and Head, Department of Applied Mathematics, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Now I am going to explain the concept of Parseval's identity for Fourier series, the more general Fourier series, and then Fourier cosine transform, sine transform, and what do you mean by the mean value of a function and RMS value of a function. Before proceeding to Parseval's identity for Fourier series, let us recall the basic function behind this. That's the definitions. Mean value of a function. What do you mean by mean value of a function? The mean value of a function in the interval a to b is 1 by b minus a integral a to b f of x dx. That is, for a given function fx, the range is given to you. Just integrate the function and divide the reciprocal value of the range. That is, b minus a is a range, take the reciprocal. This is what the mean value of a function. You can easily recall, you just integrate the function over the limit a to b and take the reciprocal of range. Next, we move on to RMS value of a function. What do you mean by RMS value? In abbreviation, root means square value of a function. The RMS value of a function f of x in the interval a to b is square root of 1 by b minus a integral a to b f of x whole square dx. So how to recall is very simple. Just square the function. Yes, I am squaring the function. Now we have to take the next mean square. That means what is mean square? Just find out like mean value of a function, but the integrand is square function. So integral a to b 1 by b minus a. This whatever the value within the square root, that is mean square value of a function. Next, I want to take the square root, then only it's a root mean square value of a function. We are going to use this concept in the Parseval's identity. That's a very basic fundamental definition. What is mean value of a function and RMS value of a function. Now I am going to explain the first basic and more general Parseval's identity for Fourier series. So we know very well the Fourier series, the more general form. I am taking the change of interval f of x a naught by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n pi x by l plus b n sin n pi x by l defined in the interval c to c plus 12. Then, so what is this value? This is what Parseval's identity. 1 by 2l. See the range. So c plus 2l minus c, so 1 by 12. 1 by b minus c integral c to c plus 12 f of x whole square dx. So the square root is removed. So this side and the Fourier coefficients are squared. Normally Fourier coefficients are taking a naught by 2. Just you can easily recall, just the square of this you will get this term plus 1 by 2 times average value of a n square and b n square. That is the way you can recall. It's not simply an average value, just for a recall. This is what Parseval said. Okay, the proof is very simple and straightforward. You take the Fourier series, general Fourier series, then you know what is a naught. You know the Fourier coefficients a n and b n. Okay. Now the proof is very simple, no need to mug up. So take the equation 1. Why? Because in the integrand f of x whole square, you will get the idea how to get square. Just take equation 1 multiplied by f of x. Equation 1 multiplied by f of x, then you know you will get f of x whole square. I'll write some bracket equal to a naught by 2 f of x plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n f of x cos n pi x by l. For the purpose, I'll split up into two different summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn f of x sin n pi x by l dx. So this is what, after multiplying equation 1 by f of x on both sides, this is what we get the expression. And you see I have to integrate the entire function, that is what. So just integrate over the limit c to c plus 12. All these things given in the statement clearly. So we'll take first left hand side, then you will get automatically right. So a naught by you can take it out. Just I am integrating. I am just inserting the integral symbol with respect to what? X plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity. You can take it out a n, okay, here itself. Integral c to c plus 2l f of x cos n by x by l dx plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn integral c to c plus 2l f of x sin n by x by l dx. Then you know very well. So I'm going to take this one. Recall this entire thing, how to represent a naught in other way around. So you know very well, I'll repeat once again. Integral c to c plus 2l f of x whole square equal to a naught by 2 plus integral c to c plus 2l f of x dx plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n, just integral symbol followed by this function. Same way, I am splitting up into two different summation. Let us recall what is a naught 1 by l c to c plus 2l f of x dx. When you cross multiply, you will get l a naught c to c plus 2l f of x dx. Just take filter only integrals alone. Similarly, a n equal to 1 by l c to c plus, just cross multiply. Same way we will simplify l b n. So just integrals alone, l a naught, l a n, l b n for f of x, cos n x and sin n x term. Therefore, I am going to substitute here whatever we have done. C plus 2l f of x whole square dx equal to a naught by 2. So this term we have done already, l a naught, and close in the bracket, sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n followed by l a n plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn followed by lbn. So now I am going to take common. So on the right hand side, a naught square by 2 l plus sigma, I can combine summation, these two summation to a single summation, a n square plus bn square followed by l I am taking out. So I am going to take the other way around. So I am going to divide l, the left hand side, 1 by l c to c plus 2l f of x whole square dx equal to a naught square divided by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n square plus b n square. So this is what we get finally. This is not Parseval's identity. The problem here is, what is the range? The range is 2l, but here 1 by l. So I am going to change entire thing in terms of 2l, then only it's going to be correct. So divide or multiply throughout by 1 by 2 c to c plus 2, or otherwise divide 2 f of x whole square dx a naught square by 4 plus 1 by 2 sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n square plus b n square. Now I am going to explain Parseval's identity for Fourier cosine series. We know very well Fourier cosine series. If f of x a naught by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n pi x by l is defined in the interval 0 to l, then 1 by l, see the range 0 to l, therefore 1 by l 0 to l f of x whole square dx, the range upper minus lower, the reciprocal form is correct, equal to a naught square by 4 plus 1 by 2 sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n square. So in some textbook they have modified this formula, but better you take this way as it is. Why? Because you take the previous formula, just ignore bn, and according to the range you can write this mean value of a function, okay, the integrand f x also. Now take the equation 2, f of x equal to a naught by 2, the given function. We know very well what is a naught for Fourier cosine series, affine Fourier cosine series, or you can take even function also, same thing applicable for both the combination, a n, yes. So therefore take equation 2, right? Multiply f of x into in equation 2, therefore you will get f of x whole square dx equal to a naught by 2 f of x plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n f of x cos n pi x by L. Okay, next step, I am going to integrate with respect to x over the limits 0 to L. Or in general, I am going to take in general form 0 to L f of x whole square dx equal to a naught by 2 integral 0 to L f of x dx plus sigma n equal to 1 to n infinity a n integral 0 to L f of x cos n pi x by L dx. Okay, therefore now just take this one, let it be, don't disturb, 0 to L whole square dx. This is equal to a naught by 2. Just recall what is this particular value from this. I want to take only the integral form 0 to L fx dx. Just cross multiply entire thing to the other side. So you will get L a naught divided by 2. Carefully check, cross multiply, entire constant, let it be integral alone. Similarly, this side sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n into L a n by 2. Okay, now just take it out L common, better rewrite a naught square by 4 into L plus L sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n square divided by 2. Just divide L to the other side, you will get the required Parseval's identity for Fourier cosine series. Yes, so this is what the Parseval's form. So please don't mug up, try to understand how to derive Parseval's identity. It's a very simple and straightforward. You know the basic series and Fourier coefficient. Just the idea is you get a clue from this left hand side, multiply both sides equation 2 by f of x and then integrate over the limits 0 to L with respect to the variable x. So you will get the required Parseval's cosine series. Now I am going to explain the concept of Parseval's identity for Fourier sine series. If f of x equal to sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x by L, purely sine term defined in the interval 0 to L, then 1 by L, of course the range is L, 0 to L f of x whole square dx equal to 1 by 2 sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn square. Okay, let us take this the formula given to you, Fourier series and Fourier coefficient bn. Okay, so multiply 3 by f of x. If I multiply 3 by f of x, your left hand side f of x whole square dx equal to sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn f of x sin n pi x by L. Now I am going to integrate both sides with respect to x over the limit 0 to L, the more general form, but in this case we are taking Fourier sine series. Sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn integral 0 to L f of x sin n pi x by L dx. Okay, so let it be your left hand side. Yes, equal to sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn. Let us take what is bn here. Take only the integral form, that is only this. So just cross multiply, you will get L bn by 2. So L bn divided by 2. So this is what I have enclosed in the bracket. Now I'll rewrite, taking out L by 2 common, sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn square. Therefore I can rewrite by dividing just L alone. to the left hand side. F of x whole square equal to 1 by 2 sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn square. So this is the third version of Parseval's identity for Fourier sine series.